Hello, welcome to part 2 of my Democracy 3 first look or playthrough, and I'm trying to figure out how to raise GDP. I don't really know quite what I can do about it. I've done a little bit, I suppose. Limit automated trading. What does that do? That'll probably be bad for GDP. So you've got to, but then again, you may engender a crash if you're not careful in the stock market. So I have to make things better for capitalists. My electorate will hate me. I can't do this. No, I need the money anyway. Popularity at the moment, about just over 50%, maybe. I've fiddled with that already. I've done something here with productivity. I've looked at the uncompetitive economy side of things. The only thing I've got to deal on is corporation tax, and I've done it. I've reduced corporation tax, and the result is short of money. So what is my... I'm spending too much on the health service, but that's good for jobs. Pensions I've already cut. Military spending, good for jobs, you see. State housing, I need to get a bit of money in because I don't want debt to go up, because my credit rating will go down and interest rates will go up, and it's all a bit rotten. Well, there's some good ideas here then. I could try and improve tourism. Go for it. Spend a load, hey? What else? Welfare. Compulsory work for the unemployed. Goodness me. Not very popular, hey? Food stamps. Can only be spent on food. Pretty popular. I've cut unemployment benefit. The possible price is enormous. I can't afford it. Tax graduates extra. Yes. Plastic bag tax. Oh dear. What is all this stuff? There's nothing here which is really going to do anything as far as I can see. Dedicated tax purely on graduates, so they can contribute to the cost of their university tuition. Well, it's a way of doing it. Instead of making people take out loans, you can charge them extra on their income if they make it. But you need these people to be successful, don't you? Had a plastic bag tax. It's not very popular, but they won't bring in much money either. Junk food tax. Again, rubbish. Luxury goods tax. Well, popular, but if it brings in too much money, it might make wealthy people leave the country. But it does look like it could raise some money. But I will have to... I think I don't want it to bring in too much. make it about 5 billion. Okay. So we're not soaking the rich and forcing them to leave. And I have 11 bits of capital left. What's this? Technology. Internet currency adoption. That's sales tax at the bottom, just off the screen there. I should do something about my popularity, really. Try and reduce crime a little bit. Spend an extra billion on the secret services. Assuming they actually do what I ask. And perhaps the police as well. They're state employees, so by spending more on the police, I'll reduce unemployment. Okay. Just put it up to 7 billion as well then. Alright. Okay. And next turn. The little blue circle keeps turning, but in fact, as soon as that is there, you can go. GDP is looking worse. Oil drilling. Oh dear, a wildlife refuge. So we either rely on foreign oil or we spoil our environment. I'm going to prevent the drilling for now because we're going to have alternative energy supplies at some point. I'm getting a fair bit of the vote. Bit of a budget deficit. The global economy is terrible. I'm managing to keep the debt low. GDP is still declining a bit, but income is up a bit, so that's good. Mostly from income tax. And what can I cut that will not harm jobs? Child benefit? Where is it? Can I find it in here? Knock it down a bit. Discourage people from having too many children that they can't afford. There we go, right. And let's have some small business grants then. Couple of billion extra. Right, go. The earnings of the poor. See, rail subsidies are also good for reducing unemployment. I mean, I've increased rail subsidies already. I've got to be careful about the maths here because I don't know quite what the tax changes I've made are gonna do, or the other changes I've made. I think I'll leave it for this quarter and go on to the next quarter. Bink. Media backlash, they don't like my policies. Scumbags. And everyone, overall popularity down by 0.22. Well, so what? Oh dear. Ooh. Polls are down. What's detailed polls? That's where you look at all these guys. And the people who are voting, who are most hating me, are the capitalists at the moment, by the looks of it. The retired didn't like my change of the benefits levels. The environmentalists like me. Socialists here like me. Who's gone down a lot? These green ones. Everyone. Oh. Maybe I need to do something for the capitalists specifically. They'd like small business grants. Who's that? Oh. Goodness knows. Okay, still have a deficit. I've got to be careful. Got to raise income somehow. I don't really want to annoy the motorists too much by raising petrol tax. Sales tax is not so great. How can I cheer up the capitalists a bit? Almost nothing. Small business grants, but I've already done that, I think. Yeah. Probably reduce crime a bit now. Organised crime. Oh no. I have a witness protection program already. Narcotics program. Costs nothing, and it might get rid of crime, yes. Should try it. Boom. I don't have much political capital left after that. Major effort. Anything I can do to boost the economy. Trade Council, yeah, try it. I know trade is difficult internationally at the moment. Let's go for it. Next quarter. Credit rating downgraded again. GDP down again. The global economy is in a total mess, so I'm doing pretty well considering. But I have to win an election at some point, and the dear old public won't listen to this. I could go for the Keynesian dogma of increasing national debt, but I don't know if this game implements it and whether it works. I haven't found it to work in my trial runs. I've got into debt and my credit rating goes, and that's that. I mean, one weakness of a game like this is it's based on economic theory, which nobody has an economic theory which actually works, in fact. Or if they have, it hasn't been tried. Raise income somehow. Right, alcohol tax it is. What does it affect? Poor people. Alright. I need 10 billion. I give another 5 billion a quarter, right? Apply changes. There we go, alright. Petrol tax, I'm afraid the motorists are going to have to be annoyed. They're a big chunk of the electorate. Maybe I need to tax some smaller sector. What have we got? Luxury goods tax I've done. This is corporation tax, so I need that to be low. Income tax. So socialists actually like it, which I find a little strange. I suppose because it's staggered. Maybe I can just pop that up a bit. I don't have the political capital to raise it. C'est la vie. Oops. No, I don't want to cancel the policy, I just want to quit. If you cancel the policy, there'll be no income tax. That's not a good idea. Tobacco tax, though. Let's just raise that a load. I'm only getting 3 billion a quarter. Let's go for 8 billion a quarter, shall we? Oh, well, darn, I can't do that either. Next quarter I might be able to, though. I don't have the political capital to raise that either. I've got 19 political capital. Property tax. I have exactly the required political capital. Just pop that up to say there. Next quarter. Probably lose the election because you have to. In this game, I think you have to get half the vote. Although some people don't vote, of course. Factory farming law. Higher minimum standards for the space, food and access to outdoors. Leave unchanged. People aren't prepared to pay more for a change in animal welfare. Yes, but organic food should be cheaper anyway, shouldn't it? It's a rip-off at the moment. Set stuff tougher standards. Right. Election report. I haven't got an election yet, but these are my members. These are my activists. This is the other party. Activists gradually going down, but my activists are not up. And I don't have it. I only have 1.5 million compared with 5 million. I don't know why this always. In this game so far, I've always had far fewer party members than the opposition. It seems a little unfair. Good for the environment, which is in turn good for productivity. So let's just put that up to about $1 billion, yeah. What's this? Creationism versus evolution technology backwater. Both systems taught. I don't have the political capital to do anything about that anyway. Let's look for some ideas. Economy. Diplomatic service, stay on top of things. Tax. Well, it may do something, yeah. What on earth can we do here that will make me money as opposed to anything else? School vouchers, what are they? Could be expensive. Could be expensive. I think that's the end of that, really. I can try and do something on telecommuting. It's fairly popular. And anything else? National Armed Forces Week. 0 popularity anyway. I take it when it's red, it's unpopular, effectively. I think we should go for some sort of scheme to encourage wealthy people to invest in business. Okay, that's next quarter. Cabinet Minister. We've got a whole bunch of issues now, and GDP is down again. He's displeased. His core supporters, farmers and capitalists, don't like me. Prison riot. Okay. Credit rating downgraded again. Brain drain. Tax system is encouraging the best and brightest to leave. Income tax and luxury goods tax. Looks like... and it's causing a drop in GDP. Battenberg Group. Just have another look at that. GDP. Whoosh. Interest rate. Global economy may be levelling off. Debt going up. Income is below expenditure. I can only do so much, I think. Okay, I need to deal with the brain drain. prison riots now. Prisons, 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 prisons. Better spend a bit more money there, hadn't I? It's not even very expensive. CCTV cameras. They're everywhere anyway. So. Community policing. Don't know really. So maybe I can make myself a bit more popular with farmers by reducing the food standards there. I don't know about that. I've done nothing on education overall, basically, have I? Or the health service. Set a couple of billion here. How much do I need? Need to boost it by quite a bit to make a noticeable difference. And it takes 12 turns to get anywhere. It's a big chunk of money, really. Can't afford it. Telecommuting initiative, I've done that. Bus lanes, good for commuters. And commuters, they don't seem to affect productivity directly anyway, do they? Well, I don't want to spend money for the sake of it. I want to make money somehow. And as a government, that means stealing it from people. Okay, let's do that. Plastic bag tax. That's enough. Ooh. Potentially serious plot by a number of wealthy industrialists to force the overthrow of the government. Naughty capitalists. And this minister doesn't like he's liberals and trade unionists. He's fed up. Yes. Project power lines through their villages. These power lines are necessary to further increase use of renewable energy resources. I'll build them. Now, I think I've improved crime, health and education. Well, education is on its way if I could spend some money, I don't know. Unemployment is improving. I think that means reducing. Budget report. Income has plummeted. How come? GDP, well, it's actually going up slightly. That's the whole idea. So you can see the dilemma here, and that'll be the end of part 2. and I guess I'll see you in part 3. I'm just going to carry on until we get to an election, which I will probably lose, and it'll show you, roughly what you can do in this game. Okay, that's the end of part 2. Bye for now.